also south of Frankfort. More coming up.
All right, Chad, thank you. On Wednesday, we told you about Justin Jennings, a former Purdue basketball player who arrived on campus only reading at the third grade level. 4 years later, he left West Lafayette a college graduate.
As Sports 18's Ruben Juarez reports, Jennings' time at Purdue was only the beginning of a pretty amazing academic journey.
Justin, 37.5 on his last dunk.
After playing pro ball overseas and in the American lower leagues, Jennings went back to where it all started. He coached at his high school and taught middle school special education classes.
Being able to work with kids has always been, something important to me from my struggles with my academics and my reading.
His degree from Purdue was not a teachable major, so he went back to school. Jennings enrolled at Grand Valley State University and earned a pair of master's degrees in special education teaching. While at Grand Valley, his high school principal became a dean at the university and steered Jennings toward a master's in educational leadership.
At the end of my probably 4 or 5 years of school, I had 3 master's degrees. And then I just kept working, and I didn't want to stop.
He never intended to become a principal until his superintendent gave him an ultimatum.
And he was like, hey, we need you to, help us with the school. And I'm like, what if I say no? And he was like, well, if you say no, then you probably have to find another job.
He started off as an assistant and worked his way up to become the head principal at a couple different high schools.
And it feels good to, actually be out of the struggle, kind of into a new struggle, because high school education and education period is kind of it's an everyday struggle.
Jennings was seeking a new challenge, so he jumped at the chance to become the principal at Ypsilanti Community High School in 2013. Which was entering its first year of consolidation.
And this was an opportunity to do something that really is not really normal, to consolidate 2 school districts.
So on the first day of school, he told the students something he had never shared openly, that he couldn't read during his days as a student.
I wanted them to know, and I say to them all the time, if this is something I can overcome, you can overcome anything.
Now in his second year at Ypsi, there's no doubt that Principal Jennings has made an impact.
This is my favorite student.
Why is that?
Huh?
Why is that?
We spent a lot of time together last year, didn't we? Yeah. She's done a dramatic turnaround.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, dramatic turnaround. She went from almost being expelled to being probably one of our best students here. Not only students, but leaders.
When I seen that somebody was caring about me as a school-wise and seeing that I was really smart and productive in school, that's when I started doing something about it.
I never take credit for anything, but I'll take the blame for everything. So when something negative happens, I want to fix it.
It's a philosophy he traces back to his days at Purdue under head coach Gene Cady.
It means a lot to me that he overcame a problem in his life that would keep him from getting a degree. And I'm proud of all my players that have endeavors in teaching, especially.
The principal is still not done learning. Jennings is working on his doctorate at the University of Michigan. Reporting at Ypsilanti Community High School, Ruben Juarez, Sports 18.
And in the future, Jennings says he'd like to influence education on a larger scale. His goal is to someday become a school superintendent. In the meantime, he's focused on his job and finishing his doctorate.
So nice. He let us tell his story.
Oh, what a great story it is.
Very good.
Yeah.
Well, below normal temperatures are sticking